Hey everybody, welcome back to Elrod's roller coaster. Again, everybody has ups and downs. It's getting back up that counts, guys. Welcome. And I am Elrod. I am your host. Hey, this one's about UFC Fight Night up in Edmonton, Canada. I'm a big fan of these fights, and especially tonight's fights. There are a couple that have some personal kind of attachment for me. So again, don't sleep on any of these fights, man. Don't sleep on these fighters. These guys work their what's off to get here. And if this shit was easy, everybody'd be doing it. First fight right out of the gate, man. Assassin baby Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno is taking on a guy named Amir Albazi. Well, real quick, first of all, there's Brandon back there. I have a soft spot for Brandon because he was very kind to me and my family when we met him. He gave me a nice picture and autograph. We had a funny moment where my Spanish and his English didn't quite meet up, but we finally got the names right. Brandon Moreno is taking some time off because he had 7 fights in a little over 2 years. He said he took some time off for his body to heal, for his mind to heal. He says he has that fire back, the fighting spirit. First Mexican UFC champion. The guy is just a classic, grinding, brutal, never give up fighter in the traditional Mexican fighter sense, and I think that's great. Amir Albazi, here's another guy with a story. If you see how he had to get out, from what I understand, and had to, at the age of like 7, had to go to Syria. Then he moved to, was it Sweden? Learned to fight there. Switzerland? Sorry. But he's 17-1. This is a powerful guy. I mean, just looking at him, this is a powerful guy. He's got some dynamite in his hands, so don't sleep on this. Assassin baby, uh, tough guy. Great ground game, good striking. And I think with Amir Albazi, I don't really think that cardio is going to be a question for a guy that muscular looking, especially not at this weight and in the fight that they're having. Bottom line, Brandon Moreno is the favorite. I'm going with favorite on this one. I want to see a good fight, and I think it will be. But I think Brandon's going to take this one. The next fight, and this one again, I got a little bit of a personal, feeling into this fight because I'm a huge fan of Thug Namajunas. Thug Rose Namajunas, man, I've been watching her fight for 15 years, and she's really nice lady. Hang on, I got one more thing, and I know this is tough, but there we go. There's Thug right there, man, with the gang, and very nice to us and the family. Great to meet her. I think a lot of people underestimate her ability to punch, and I know she's got a great ground game. Everybody knows that. I think she's got better boxing skills than people give her credit for. And the reason I bring that up is she is fighting Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield is 12-1, up and coming fighter who is ranked higher than Thug, and she's the favorite in tonight's fight. She said she brought in a boxing coach recently to help her with her boxing, and I saw a couple of clips. I like Thug's hand speed, man. In her last fight, I think you could see it. The other thing is she moves really well. So um, Blanchfield, great fighter already, just from what I've seen of her, what little I know. What I know about Namajunas is that she moves really well. I think she can hide her punches, but she certainly can hide her kicks. Just as Zhang Wei Li, man, who thought it was going to be low, and the next thing you know, she took one right on the side of the dome, and it was over. Thug dropped her right there, and the fight was over. So I think this fight could be a battle. I like Thug's movement. I like her hand speed, and she seems to have her head back in her game in a way that she's very comfortable at this weight. Blanchfield still a little bit new to me, but I haven't seen her last couple of fights. Yeah, she's a beast. She's a beast, and she's hungry. So we will see where this fight goes. Even though she's the underdog, I'm taking Thug. When she was interviewed after knocking out Zhang Wei Li, Rogan got up and asked her, "How's it feel to be a champion?" And she said, Every day I wake up, I'm a fucking champion. I like that so much that I had to put on the back of a shirt and had a little thing on the front. You know, this is our icon here at Elrod's Roller Coaster, the School of Misfits and Malcontents. So, anybody that feels like you might be a misfit or a malcontent in life, you are certainly welcome here. So, Rose, every day I wake up, I'm a fucking champion thanks to you and that attitude. Let's move along. I was disappointed that Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, had to cancel his fight. He pulled out last night. He made weight, but he had to pull out last night because of a medical reason. And the tough part about that is that not only did he have to pull out, but there was another fighter, a young guy, Jonata Denise. And Jonata Denise was going to get a chance to have some exposure on a nice card tonight. He won't because of the late pullout. The cancellation came with no time left to find a replacement, nobody to sub in. Hopefully UFC will find another fight for Jonata Denise. Hopefully Derek Lewis will be able to come back from whatever it is that stopped him this time. He's always entertaining. You know, you may never know what you're going to get, but at the same time, you know what you're going to get with Derek Lewis, and he is always entertaining. So let's look for maybe those guys to bring it back, run it back one more time. There's another fighter and another fight on this card that I think you will really enjoy, and that is Jasmine Jasudavicius versus Ariane De Silva. Now, Jasmine Jasudavicius is my favorite. I not only like her fighting style, but I like her spirit. And if you go back to the beginning of August, she had a fight, she won, she did very well. I don't think the fans really knew or appreciated what they were watching. And she's doing the post-fight interview in the ring with Paul. You can hear some catcalls and boos, and she turns around, she says, "Shut up, goons, suck it." And then she makes a hand gesture that many of us will recognize. It's not what you typically would see. And it was absolutely hysterical. Paul had to regain his composure to continue with the interview, and that thing went viral. So I like her fighting. I like her fighting spirit. I also like that the challenger. You know, here we got De Silva. De Silva's ranked number 13, and she's hungry, and she's looking to break into the top 10. So she's the underdog. Don't sleep on these guys, man. Anything could happen tonight. De Silva's powerful. Great tradition of Brazilian fighters, and we'll see. In the prelims, there's a couple of things going on. One is Zahabi versus Munoz. I like Zahabi. I like Munoz. The Zahabi name, everybody should recognize it, man. Remember, GSP and Firoz Zahabi. So a long line of fighters, fighting experience. Pedro Munoz is just a bad dude, man. Watch out for that. And the Canadian local favorite in one of the other fights is Jourdain. You know, I've seen him fight. He is tough as nails. Hey, look, everybody, I want you to enjoy the fights. They're on at 5 o'clock tonight Pacific time, so it's a little early. I like it because it won't keep me up past my bedtime. Remember, take the dub, man. If you don't die and if you don't fall down, that's a win. Whenever you get knocked down, you get back up. All right. Peace from Elrod's Roller Coaster. I hope everybody has a great night and enjoys the fights. I'm out.